Respected students, welcome back everyone. So see today's video is about the part 2 Claude MCP server with Power BI. So we have made part 1. So this is part 2 now. Okay. So in part 1 we have connected our Power BI file which was there this PBX file POC review that we have connected with our Claude MCP server and Visual Studio Code as well. Okay. And we have seen this full audit relationship everything. So in this part 2 video, what we are going to see, we are going to automatically create the measures. Okay, first thing. Second is we are going to create date table also, not manually, automatically with the help of cloud only. And even performance optimization we are going to check. Okay, so now we will give this prompt of creating measure. But if you have not watched the first part and if you want to do it practically, install Claude, Visual Studio, everything, watch the first part. Okay, now give me uh, 5 important measures related to time intelligence DAX functions. Okay, only 5 we will ask because from the data set. Okay, only 5 we will ask. The reason is because we are having less time and we want to complete this video in less than 10 minutes. So now we have given the prompt of creating the 5 images related to time intel and tax functions. We are not going to create aggregation or logical tax functions, filter functions. So see now what it is giving. Let me first check the current model state. Yeah, definitely it has to check the current model state and understand the data before building the measures. So basically, in every video, what I tell that data understanding is the most important thing. Like at the start, data profiling is very important, where you check the columns, everything. What is the data? What are the data types? Okay, data understanding is very important. So even our Claude, which is there, that is also doing currently that only. It is understanding the data, and based on that, it is now going to create the measure. So right now we are having these two tables, dim customer and fact transactions. So let me show you again this data. See now it has started creating. If here refresh now is coming, it means it has started creating the measures. Okay, so see, you are able to see here. Let's check what prompt it is giving. Okay. So good. Data runs on. Okay, so for creating the time intelligence function, first it has created the date table. Okay, so basically I was going to show you separate date table, but definitely it has created the date table. Mark it as official date to date table it has done. Add a proper date column to fact transactions. Okay. Refresh to populate. Now it has connected fact transaction to date table. Okay, so by default it is doing everything. Let me show you now here. Okay, so earlier there were only one relationship was there. So now see by default it has created the date table also, and see one to many relationship also. Here see date table is one and main is this side, and it has created on its own the date table also. I was going to give the separate prompt, but it has only created. See, date is there, year is there, month is there. You also know that only dim customer and fact transactions were there, but now date table is also there. See, is weekend false, true. Okay, this logical column also it has created. So basically, now let's check what the Claude is doing, how much it has created. Verify the relationship works correctly. Refresh to populate the calculate column, connect fact transaction data. Okay, so it's still doing. See, tax query operation. You have to read this always properly. So basically now it is creating the tax query operations, and now it will give us at least see. You are able to see automatically the measures option measures table has been created. Okay, and the first measure it is creating automatically earlier. See base, even the folders it has created, guys. See base time intelligence, automatically it has created in front of you. It is okay. Let's check what it has written for total amount. For total amount YTD, sorry, MTD, total amount dates MTD. Okay. See here now for YTD what it will be, same to same, only YTD it will be there. See month of month also it has created. Automatically it is doing everything. AI is literally going to change the data industry. See in front of you, see fourth measure also. SPLY, same period last year. See in front of you, see 3 months rolling average. I guess we have asked for five measures, it will create five only. Create measure table it has done. Base measure first all five. Now all five measures it has created. I think it should stop now. Let's validate all five correctly, work correctly and with real data. Even Claude is doing the data validation from its own end. Okay, you are able to see, I guess. Make sure as a Power BI developer manually refresh now you are doing this thing. Okay. So this is the base measure which it has created, and these are the five different measures which it has created. And along with that, I was going to write separate date prompt, but it has created from its own only. That's the power of Claude. Okay, so see all five measures competing correctly across 12 months. And now it is telling what is the formula, what it has done, everything which DAX functions we have used. So now we have seen this. Now let's do little bit of performance analyzer. Like, can you analyze the performance of my semantic model? And as we have not created any visuals, what we will do, we will ask him that which DAX function, sorry, which measure will, sorry, which measure is quite expensive and may take more time, and can you optimize it from your end? Okay, so this is the last thing which we are going to check in this video. Date dimension table we have seen, and five DAX functions, time interval DAX functions also we have seen. So now let's do this thing. Let me run a deep performance analysis. The most important thing is that whenever you are giving the prompt, you have to read everything properly. If it is going wrong, you have to stop it. Okay. See, this is the thing from where you can stop it. Good. All six expressions are retrieved. Now let me run time execution benchmark for each measure individually and also check model level structure for compression, column, cardinality, and relationship issue. So let me show you. See, relationship issue, I don't think it will be there. Based on our experience, see, basically there are three tables. If data type issue would be there, then it will definitely tell. But at the fact transaction, many side are there, and here one side is there properly. Okay. Let's check whether the data types are correct. Okay, date and time is there, fine. Date can also work. See, I didn't like this thing, like it has manually given. Even we can change this also. Okay. Basically, in real time, we avoid this thing because let's say if this report is used in 2027 or 28, and that time we would need, so manually we have to change, then that's not our best practice. But fine, as of now. Okay, I have the complete performance picture. Let me compile the analysis and apply all optimization. Now I have the full picture. Let me show the performance report. Okay, and then apply all the optimizations live. Okay, scoring DAX pack. Fine. See, meanwhile, uh, let's check what it has written. Okay, calculate of average egg, dates in period, and last date. Okay, definitely. And -3 is the best. And base measure is already there. Okay, working on it. See, guys, it's working, I guess. Okay, so see, it has changed just now 2 seconds ago only we have seen. average X was used and last date was used. So now it has removed average X. See, okay, basically what it has done, variables it has created. You all know that variables are the most important thing when it comes to performance optimization. So variables it has created. So see, this way you have done, we have done, sorry, the performance optimizations of measures. Visuals we do only, but measures also. See, okay, in front of you only the scenario was there. See, six measures were there. Total one expensive measure was there. Definitely 3 months rolling average. Just now we have seen of average X, because X is iterator and row by row everywhere it is now it was doing the uh, row level contact, so it has removed it. Okay, total amount MOM total. See, this was good, YTD MTD was good, total amount, so definitely it was good only. So now it has changed. See, everything properly it is giving you. Okay, so this way automatically it is applying. The only thing is that which visual studio code you need properly, Claude MCP server it should be installed. Okay, and in the first part we have told how to install everything, and even the data set is there. If you want to play around with this, you can play. And see here, properly analysis is also there. In third video, part 3, we are going to check the data dictionary documents, how to create everything properly, Power Query transformations we will see. So make sure you are subscribing and pressing bell icon for all upcoming videos, and let's meet in part 3 also. You can read also whatever it is given in here. Okay, and now you can see every all the measures are also applied here, and let's do control S. Okay, so thank you guys for watching till end, and please subscribe the channel and press bell icon for all upcoming videos, and do this thing practically side by side, because data set everything I have given, and even the installation process also I have told you. Thank you.